Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a Rocky Mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, December 21st, Sunday, December 22nd, for those of you across the pond and beyond. Welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I am so glad you could join us this evening, and I am your host, TessaTNT. I hope you had an awesome week and a rockin' weekend so far. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on one of our many outlets. You may also find us on Spreaker, Periscope, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Tumblr, YouTube, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Deezer, as well as Podcast Addict. So tonight I have a treat and a very, very nice Christmas present for all of you. Tonight we have Psychic Chris Garcia on, and he's going to be providing free psychic readings. And Psychic has been a fixture of my show from the get-go and a fixture of one of my shows from the past. But if you don't know Chris Garcia is a psychic medium, empath, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, who also has the ability to see auras and has experience with remote viewing. He has had these God-given gifts since the young age of 5. Chris loves helping people and sensitive children with their gifts as well. He is a tarot card reader and a ghost hunting and paranormal enthusiast. Hey Chris, Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Tessa. Merry Christmas to you and everybody that's listening to the show. I'm glad to be on as usual. It's just, it's a beautiful, kind of cool today. It's kind of cold. But, it's just a beautiful thing. And then, so are you looking forward to Christmas, Tessa?
This year's been pretty difficult and complicated as far as, my husband had surgery and hasn't been able to work, and we've basically been pawning everything that we have in order to keep the lights on, so on and so forth. And but luckily, there's some really awesome programs out there for kids. Like this year, the kids got to go for Shop with a Cop at 6:30 in the morning this last Thursday. And so with this program, they get to go shopping with a cop. And they actually had a K9 there, and my daughter, my 4-year-old, got to pet it. And they got hooked up pretty good, like $150 each. And then they were also able to do Project Merry Christmas. So I'm so grateful for my community and the different things they have going on for when you really do need it and you can't really pull it out to make a good Christmas for your kids. But otherwise, I've had 12 people in my house, and so basically the last 2 weeks I've been going through tons of boxes and deranging and cleaning my room, and it's kind of like been an early Christmas for me as far as finding a lot of things I haven't seen in a long time. And I actually found my original tarot card deck, which I don't know if you've heard of it or not. It's called Navigator's Tarot of the Mystic Sea. I kept finding it in different boxes, like different portions of it. It was really strange.
That is strange. That is kind of odd because, like I was telling you before the show, I feel like the energy is like very scattered, and I can tell you right now that the course level has always been thin, but it's more thinner. And even though we're not with the Mercury retrograde, but the energy still feels similar to it. The energy feels like you can have mixed emotions, just going through a lot of different chaotic stuff. So the energy is going to be kind of flexible, but you're going to have to deal with a lot of, being very busy and just like at a very fast pace, and it's going to be like kind of stressful. So there's a lot of people that are picking up on it, and that's probably why I'm picking up on the energy, and it's like it's impacted in me in some sort of way. But but other than that, but I'm still hanging in there. So I can tell that there's going to be a lot of people that are very emotional, especially the empaths. So so it's just makes you think that the energy is just amazing. To some point, it is, because I mean you can use it to if you know how to use the energy wisely, then you can manifest things. But if it over kind of, it can be kind of stressful. And see, with what you said, that you're going through, you with a lot of people in the house, so it's going to be very hectic with some people. um and I think it's just a test of having to do with, what I'm hearing is patience. That's what this energy is gonna have. It's gonna test your patience of how much you can tolerate and take.
Yeah, it just sucks because it started like a few weeks before Christmas, and then, I'm like, hey, I want these people to go home. Who? And I'm like, well, the people that don't live here. And then all of a sudden there's 3 more people. And I'm just like, I need my space. I need my home. And so yeah, I'm empathic as well. That's why I don't like to go out a lot, so on and so forth. Just because the different energies that you can encounter, and I have to be in a certain mood really to be up for that. But yeah, I was even saying that on my Facebook Live. Make sure you're deep breathing, you're Grußfrau. If you have to have a safety meeting or a shot or a cocktail or whatever, have your you time. Take a break from the craziness of the world. And, it's insane how our country has really commercialized Christmas. And it's really not... Oh, what is the word for it? Not recognizable to a lot of people who have,
Yeah.
I don't know, what the real true meaning is.
Hi, Tessa.
Yeah. And
Hello, who do we have on
How
the
are
air?
you? This is Marijuana Mama. How are you?
Good. How are you, Marijuana Mama?
Well, I'm actually fantastic. I hope you're the same.
I'm doing awesome. I got my horns on and and my ears
I
on.
love your horns. They're adorable.
Thank you. I'm so glad to hear from you and hear your voice.
Does that mean she's horny?
Are you giving psychic readings tonight? Because I would love, me and Wolfman Mike would love one.
Awesome. Well, we have Psychic Chris Garcia on, and he is amazing. Like, I advertise him and tell my friends about him, and because he is so good. Like, every time I have him on, which is once every month, he really blows me away. So go ahead and let Chris know what you need.
Well,
hi, Chris.
You. Hi, fine. But I was going to ask you.
How are you, Chris?
I'm doing good. I'm just trying to hang in there. It's just a lot of overwhelming feelings, mixed emotions right now.
Always,
but
yes, I do feel that way.
So what is it that you want me to focus on with your reading? Is there anything in general, or do you just want a general reading?
Yes, there is something. There's actually something important that I need to know whether I should pursue or not. Okay. I had a license for 20 years, and I paid my fees and my fines and all that thing approximately 7 years ago, and I got my license back, no problem. Then there was an issue this year with my thyroid where I ended up in the hospital for 3 months, and they took my license away. Now, I'm 100% better than I was, but I feel like I almost have to get rid of my family doctor because she is in cohorts with another doctor for me not to get my license back. And I'm wondering which way I should go, if I should try my hardest to get it back and at least feel like I did my best to get it back, or should I just give up on it and move on?
Well, I'm being told that you might need a second opinion. Hopefully you need whatever's in the background, can you please turn it down? Because I want to make sure you can hear me. What I was going to say is that what I'm being told to tell you is that you need to get second opinion, because I'm being told that one of the doctors is being honest with you and the other one is not. One of them doesn't want you to pursue it because they see that you're very ambitious, and with any goal that I'm seeing being told to, that you get, you always achieve it. You always achieve it. Okay? So when you
You're
always
right.
achieve
You
it,
are very right.
so when I'm being told to tell you is that for the first time, what they're trying to do is trying to stop you from achieving your goal. There's like negative energy coming at you, and that's why I'm being told
Very
that
much
there's a
so.
lot. So what I'm being told to tell you is get a second opinion, and with both doctors, you're gonna know which one to go with. Because I'm being told for some reason. Hold on. Okay, I'm being told something about the second doctor. You've kind of had your options open. The first one, you're kind of like, you're kind of skeptical, but like they're not telling you everything. And then about that you said that you were in the hospital and stuff, that you're recovered. I don't feel that you should be limited on that part. And they saying that you're not qualified for the other stuff. So I'm being
Well,
told
they
that you
they
need
never
to.
said I wasn't qualified. They just pretty much said that because I have a medical marijuana license, and I have had a medical marijuana license now since 2013, and a driver's license since 2013, and never been charged with anything but trespassing and a 10-kilometer over fine. The doctor is like giving me ultimatums to either feel well with my medical marijuana and my PTSD, and I don't do drugs and drive, and she just doesn't trust me enough, even though she has known me for years. She doesn't want to give it back because she thinks she's liable somehow. So I'm almost twisted in a way. I don't know what to do at this point.
Well, I'm being told to tell you to follow your heart, because if you need
Thank
that
you.
for medical, I'm being told to trust your heart, trust what you
Thank you.
feel
And
is
I
right.
feel I need my rights back. Can I quickly ask one more question just because
Go
me
ahead.
and Wolfman have been doing a radio show for approximately 4 years together, and it's going
Mm-hmm.
great for us, but not so. It's about time that I try to make some goals for the future for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had issues in the past that when I do bring myself up to that very positive level, ready to pursue my world and my dreams,
Mm-hmm.
um, society's people get paid to actually inhibit my progress. And it's scary at this point because people are inhibiting my future because of, I don't know if you can pick it up, but I'm scared of society because of what I have been, how I've been affected by people that were my friends, that weren't my friends, that I trusted, and took money to betray me in a way that devastated me for 20 years and more because of everything that I've been through. And I don't want to hurt you by going into detail.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like to be told anything, but I'm glad that you told me a little bit. But I'm being told with the radio show, even though I don't know the
Yes.
name, but don't tell me the name, but I'm being told to tell you, I see it very successful. I see it growing. I see it progressing. I see you even having guests on there. And I do see that you're
What
going
was
to be
that? I
very
couldn't
well
hear that
known.
last part. Sorry.
That you're going to be the radio show is, you're going to have guests on your show. And I'm seeing that the show
Yeah.
is going to progress. And I'm seeing that you're going to be booked all the way till June.
Oh,
If
you're a
you
dream.
So I do feel that you're going to follow what I'm being told is for you to follow through. And for the people that hurt you, this is what I'm told to tell you. Whatever they did to you, that's threefold to them. So don't worry about them. Let karma deal with them and focus on yourself with your radio show and with the course of doctor. So let everything just play out. And then I'm being told that with the people that hurt you, they're gonna I don't want to say suffer. They're just gonna go through hard times. But
Sorry, they do, I don't understand exactly what karma is, but I was told by a lawyer at one time that when people do bad things, it comes back to them tenfold. And when they do good things, it comes to them back tenfold. And when
Yeah.
you do evil things, it just happens that way. And it's not that it's my fault. It's that it happened because of their decisions they made to inflict pain.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They do that to inflict pain because knowing that you're very giving and loving, they abused it. Because
Very much so.
when you like say for example, this is a good example of what I'm being told, what I'm seeing is like say they ask you, you know what, can you lend me $1,000? You don't say yes and you don't say no. You say here, boom, just make sure you pay me back when you can. But when you ask people for a favor, they hesitate to help you, but you're always giving and loving. That when it comes to you, it's like forget you, but it's like they abuse your God loving
Kindness.
energy. They love your God loving energy, so they abuse it and they neglect you and abuse you. I'm being told physically and emotionally because they know that you were gonna be successful with the radio show. So with whatever they did, they knew that you were gonna have that you needed money to make your radio show grow. But I'm being told that God's gonna bless you with all this prosperity. So don't worry
Hun, turn
about,
that off.
so I'm being told, don't worry about it. Just worry that make sure that just focus on yourself and focus on what makes you happy. And I do see your dreams coming true. So don't even worry about it.
Okay, do you think in that within the next 10 years you see me financially well off and that my past will stay in my past and stop haunting me as badly as it has in the last, say, 15 years, 20 years?
Yes.
Do you think
Yes.
it'll
It's
get
going to change.
better?
Yeah, I think this coming year is going to be very extravagant for you. So it's going to be very good for you in 2020. This year has been kind of like real bad. But like you said, within the
This
15 years, I think this,
2019 has been the worst year in 20 years,
yeah, and
honey.
that's what I was going to tell you that this year has been the worst for you. And I'm being told that next year is going to be better.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garcia. You are a sweetheart and an angel. And thank you for all the positive feedback.
You're very welcome. You have a lovely
I
night.
don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you want to talk to as many people as you can. And bless your heart, sir.
Thank you, and you have a lovely night.
You too, sir. Goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. We had a call coming in at the same time there as well. Hopefully they'll try back again, but if not, I can add them on. Hers seemed to come in just fine, so it makes me wonder why this other one didn't.
Yeah. And it's so weird though because you know how you know what I was when I talked to you earlier. When I do help people, it makes my day better, so much better because then of course they told me, I've heard people, of course you need to think of yourself, but I think when I help people, I'm kind of like healing myself somehow, and I've always believed that, and I know that with my belief system, I know that God's going to take care of me. So I know that whatever emotional stuff I'm going through, me helping people, it's a blessing in itself, and it's in hope I don't cry, but it's very emotional, and I help people because it's a good feeling that I make a difference in somebody's life, and it's just there's just no expression of how much gratitude that God provides and blesses me with, and I love I love what I do.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully it comes through this time. Oh, goodness. And it didn't, so I'm going to call this number really quick and then add you onto the call. That's the only way I know how to get around this. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's good. I remember the last time we didn't have that problem, Tessa. It's just I don't know what the energy, what's going on with that.
Yeah, it's been weird like the last couple weeks. I think Skype did another update, which means they did a downgrade, which always interferes. So let me call this number really quick and get them on the line, and then I'll add you in.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Tessa!
Hello.
Tessa! Hi, Chris!
I gotta add him back on really quick. Skype is being a pain. We got the last caller on just fine, but for some reason it didn't want to add you on, so we're gonna add him on. Who are we talking to?
This is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
I always call in every month.
Hello?
All right, we got Chris back in.
Are you there?
Yes, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just the energy is just crazy tonight.
All right, we got Jen on the phone. Jen, what's your question for Chris?
Jessica.
Sorry, man.
That's okay. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Jessica. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, you're telling me the energies are crazy. All
You
of a
know
sudden,
what?
I'm like, holy moly.
I'm going to tell you what's weird is that, like, I was talking to Tessa because, you know, me and her, we're like, she's like my sister from another mother. And I can tell you right now, the energy, it is different. And that's only, oh my God, this is so weird because I'm being told that with the millennium, that with the energy from 2019, it's shifting to 2020 and it's shifting too early. So the energy is like scrambled. So people will either be too emotional, overwhelmed, bombarded with problems here and there, and then I'm being told that some of the people are going to feel like they're lost and they need guidance. And it's so weird because I feel this energy, and I can tell you from what I feel, I do not like it. I don't like it. I don't like the energy. It feels different from the years before.
Hmm.
And maybe that's probably what I was supposed to tell you, but I'm being told that with whatever you're going through, no matter how times get rough and tough, that's what I'm told to tell you, that keep your spirits up. Don't let anything discourage you. Don't let anything get you like down, because I'm being told that since it's that time of the season, this is the time when we start thinking of our loved ones that have left us behind for so many years. Because I think of my grandma all the time, so it's kind of like tough during this time of the season, because you start thinking of them more, they start coming across more, and then, you know, and sometimes when you think of them more, sometimes you start feeling their presence, and then you start feeling other energy that doesn't resonate with you. But it's kind of like, it's more complicated to explain, but it's just that that's what I'm told to tell you for some reason. I don't know if that's what you needed to hear, but I'm told to tell you that what I just was told to tell you is that what I was meant to say.
Oh, wow. That is really neat.
Why?
Because, you know, okay, last night I had like one of my nights, you know, where I can't sleep, and, you know, and I'm sitting in my chair, and you know that ornament, it keeps going back and forth, and I'm just like, then all of a sudden, you know how you feel tired, and then you try to go to bed, and then you wake up, and you just feel kind of that overwhelming feeling, you know, like
like you just don't. It's like you, yeah, it's like you don't know what to do.
Yeah, and and all of a sudden I just started crying. I'm like, what is going on? You know, it's just like, wow. And yeah, then, you know, you feel fine, and you go out throughout the day, and then all of a sudden that feeling comes again.
Yeah, it's like your mood changes. Like you can be happy, and then all of a sudden you just get really down. Like I went through that today, as a matter of fact. I'm not going to go into detail on the air, but I will tell you that I was fine earlier. It was during the day, and we were, you know, doing our little errands. And then I think it was around, I say about 1 or 2. or 3 in the afternoon my time. We came home, and all of a sudden I just felt like I just wanted to cry, and I didn't know why, because I was thinking to myself, I didn't get off, I didn't talk to anybody, and I was thinking, this is not coming from me. This is coming from somewhere that I just couldn't understand it. So I said, you know what, I need to either be cleansed. I needed to, had to tell my mom to do a prayer over me, because I felt kind of like, I felt weird. I just can't describe it. I just felt like I was off. Like, it was like 1 minute I was okay, and then 1 minute I just started just getting very emotionally, and I just said, this is just not right. This is not me. So what I'm being told, that with what I feel, that's what you're picking up too. You're picking up things like where you're like all joyful, and then all of a sudden I can see you literally crying, and then you're just crying and crying and crying and crying, and it doesn't stop until like you can't take it no more, and you just go to sleep, and then you wake up and you're just refreshed. It's almost like you're just, and then on top of that, when you want to do stuff, it's like you just want to just sit there and sleep all day. It's like you just don't have the energy. It's like you just want to be sitting there lazy, and you're wondering, this is not me. I'm productive. I can't, it just makes you think, like, what is going on with the energy? Like, why do I feel this way? And I'm being told that with the Christmas season, and then knowing with the New Year's, the best way to describe this, and I don't know why I'm told to say this, this is just weird. The energy almost feels like an earthquake. Like when you're walking and the earthquake, when it cracks the earth, it's like, it's like, how when you ride the bike and you're pedaling, it's almost like it's just going up and down, up and down. It's not steady no more. The energy feels like it's just, instead of it being steady, it's just going up, down, like you're pedaling a bike. It almost describes the feeling like an earthquake, where you just feel like you're going to fall. Like you feel like unbalanced for some reason. And I felt this earlier today, and I'm being told that you're feeling it too, and it's making you wonder what is going on. And then with the ornament on the Christmas tree, you're wondering, why is it swerving? Because I'm being told that you're seeing it move and there's nobody there. But I'm being told to tell you that whatever that ornament on the tree is, whatever comes in your heart when you look at that ornament on the Christmas tree, look at it, concentrate on it, and when you close your eyes, the first person you think, that's why it's going on. So if you think of your grandma on the other side, is your grandma touching it? So I'm being told to try to concentrate on the ornament and ask, who is doing that? And then whenever you see like an image of a person's face in your head, or if you all of a sudden you just say that person's name, it's because that person is doing it.
So do you think the energies are from, like, coming from, like, for 2020, and it's coming early?
Yes. I'm being told yes, like automatically yes. So I'm being told that with all this energy, I'm being told that next year is more of that we're going to have our patience. In other words, the energy's starting early, that it's testing our patience, and it's testing everybody in a certain different way. So next year is going to be all about patience and how much you can tolerate. That's what I'm being told to say. So if you're a person that is very easily tempered, this is going to be a big test for you next year. And that applies to everyone that's easily tempered. The energy is going to be very different. So, yeah.
Wow. Now, Chris, should I be worried or shouldn't I be worried? I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if that person who I thought was...
No, it's not him. It's not him. It's something else. It's an energy. I'm being told that spirits are coming to try to manipulate you. It's new spirits trying to talk to you, and this energy is totally new to you. So it makes you feel like it's him, but I'm being told it's not him.
So it's it's more of different spirits coming in. I don't have to worry about that whole situation. That's gone. It's a whole different new testing.
Thing. Yes, yeah. It's basically, like I said, it's all about patience, and it's so weird because I'm being told that I've tested my patience on an emotional level because there's just so much of change that some of us don't like change, but a lot of people are gonna have to accept change. So it's basically change and patience and how much you can tolerate. That's what I'm being told to say. So maybe that doesn't make sense with you now, but it's gonna make sense with you later, and you're gonna be like, "That's what he meant."
Okay.
So do you want to like what?
Can those
Go ahead.
energies do like? It gives us weird dreams. Like I've been having weird dreams.
Yes.
I don't know. Is that
Yes.
part of it?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So
Okay.
being told that with all these dreams, it's gonna make these. You're gonna have very odd dreams that are not gonna make sense. But I'm being told even though it does not make sense, you still need to pay attention because there's something in between the dreams that you're having that you need to pay attention to. So wherever you're at in the dream, have like a dream journal next to you because once you put everything together, it's like putting a puzzle. It's a puzzle that you got to figure out.
Okay. Now, my last question, I don't know if I did something stupid to my lower back or if it's just part of my disease that I have, but I'm kind of worried about it, and I'm having some issues with my back and stuff, and so I'm kind of thinking, all right, now, is this like my permanent disease? Is this supposed to like? I'm like, oh man, I'm hoping.
Well, I'm being told to tell you that it could be. I don't want to say it's like the disease, but I'm being told that you need to go get checked. I don't see anything. I personally don't see anything wrong with you. But if it concerns you, then you need to go get yourself checked and see what it is. And it might be, what I'm being told is it might be stress that's making you feel like you messed your back up or you did something. So you might have to be careful what you pick up.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of that, and I was just like, oh, I think, it's more towards stress-wise. But I'm just like thinking, well, it could be the energies because I'm just like you, like, whoa, wow, these energies. And I'm like you, Tessa, too, like, I'm an empath. So, like, a lot of us is like, don't want to be around people because of the energies. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
And I can tell you, even though I don't know what, I can tell you what, because I know that, I don't know Tessa's personal life, but she's a good friend of mine. But I can tell you, that she's going through a lot of stuff too, but it's just basically more of just patience and just having so much of what you can tolerate is what I'm being told to tell you.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. And it is, like I said, it's winter solstice, it's Christmas, New Year's, and then what you said about the 2020, it's wow.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you where this energy came from. I was actually, this came maybe like last month. Not last month, but it was last week sometime. I think I'm saying Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday of last week, and a lot of people did a lot of work. I'm being told a lot of people that were witches and pagans and people that did that kind of stuff, and a lot of people were manifesting energy to achieve what they did. And I do feel like some of the people did not know what they did, so when they did that, they made kind of like energy scattered everywhere, and they don't. And the thing is that I'm being told that when they did all this stuff, they didn't close the circle properly. So now, whatever they did, the energy is just going to everybody. So whatever people did with this manifesting with the full moon, they caused a big problem now that everybody's picking up on it, and it's causing problems.
Well, Jen, I'm so glad you called in. And hopefully we were able to take care of your questions for you. Was there anything else that you needed? Well, in that case,
hear her.
Yeah, I can't hear her either. She might have lost us. Yep, she's not in the call anymore. But we do have Mr. Christopher on the line. Hey, Christopher. Merry weekend before Christmas to you.
Thank you, and Merry weekend.
Indeed. How are you doing? How are you holding up this holiday season?
Been on an emotional roller coaster. Found out a lot about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I have been living with cerebral palsy since I was born, but I recently learned it's my premature birth didn't cause it. It's developmental.
Well, I'm being told that you're probably, even though you found out a lot of stuff, I'm being told that you're going to feel the energy shift too. I don't know if you're aware of it, but a lot of people are being tested, and a lot of the energy of 2020 is kind of like very strange. That's the best way to put it. It's just strange and odd.
Yeah, I know where it's coming from too.
So it's coming from a lot of different things, but yeah, it's just. But how can I help you tonight? Is there any questions that you have?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm curious. This is all. Do you feel this is all genetic? Because it's pretty a revelation to me. It happened before I was born.
Well, I'm being told that with whatever you're feeling, I'm being told that it is connected to what you discovered and what you found out. So whatever you found out and whatever you've been researching on, it does go with what's going on around you.
Let's just say I have like 15 different findings.
Yeah,
that the doctors found.
Yeah, so you might want to look into that because a lot of people are just probably they're going to be telling you different things. So if something doesn't feel right, I'm being told for you to focus, and you're going to know what's legit and what's not legit.
Yes, and the other thing I would like to know, I've been advised to move to a warmer climate, like you advised me. How important I get this done?
I'm being told that you need to get it done ASAP. I'm being told to tell you to get it as soon as possible. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to share this with everyone. I don't know if I'm going to be at the after party. I might, maybe after a little bit. But I'm being told to tell you that for some reason, I feel like I need to share this with everyone. And I actually got this, and I haven't drank from it yet. You need to try one of those. It's a bottle, and it's got a crystal inside of it. I was drawn to it. I don't know why. I actually ordered myself something for Christmas, so that was my Christmas to myself. I'm being told that with some people that are very drawn to crystals, you need to try to order these things. And if you want to know what these things are, what these water bottles look like, I will send you pictures in messengers. So I'm being told that some of you are going to need this bottle with the crystal inside of it because it's going to help you to control the energies that are kind of like crazy right now.
The place I want to go to is not has a history that is anti-dominionist. If the energy is different than the rest of the country in 2020. Hawaii is not connected. What will
Yeah,
happen to me
everything.
energetically if I leave the energy zone of 2020 like this?
I'm just being told that you need to have balance. That's what I was told to tell you. You need to have balance.
Of, so this could cause me a wild ride.
It's like
You,
a roller coaster where you're just going from left to right. It's like you got to try to keep it steady.
you, I've had this feeling before that if you leave a place that has this bad energy like what's coming up in 2020, it makes you feel
hmm
like you're drunk or disembodied. Like,
hmm
so I'm going to have to really watch.
Yeah, you have to pay attention because a lot of people are going to feel disoriented. And that's how, and it's weird you say that because today I felt like kind of like just, like I felt out of place and I felt I felt like I was not myself. And from earlier to now, I feel a little bit better. I mean, the energy's still there, but it's a little bit different from how I felt earlier. I was like very happy and all that all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden I just dropped. So I'm being told that a lot of people are going to feel this kind of weird energy where they're just fluctuating from being happy to moody, and yeah, it's going to be a test. That's basically what I'm being told to say.
And
So
yeah, um, my main concern is because I found that my issues are developmental. It's finding the right people that will make sure I'm helped for the rest of my life.
mm-hmm,
What
mm-hmm.
do you think how I should approach that?
I was told to take that with caution, to approach it with caution.
Oh, really read the people that
Yes. Take it with caution. That's what I heard.
because some people are greedy and would only be there for money, right?
hmm hmm You answered your own question. You already know.
People love to
So
take advantage of people like me.
I think that a lot of people are doing that with certain people, the ones that they feel that are very easy. But we have to be able to have balance because if not, they're going to be able to detect it and they're going to abuse the loving energy that people are feeling.
Hmm. And I'm glad to have you around, Chris. You told me a couple things in advance for my own safety, and I'm really, really thankful that you're there.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what's so weird too because I'm going to tell you, remember how when you were on the memorial for Lisa?
Yeah.
Well, I'm being told that she's around me. As a matter of fact, she's around everybody that knew her.
Hmm.
Um, she's been kind of like she's in a better place, but I kind of feel like she is kind of sad because she knows that she did that. A lot of people did that memorial for her, so she was. I'm being told that she was crying a lot. And I was told that she told me to tell you that you did a beautiful speech, just like I did, and that she feels the shift, but up there in heaven, it's completely different from down here. The energy is it's like better up there than it is down here because the energy is so off. Like it's almost like the best way to describe it is like you're at the edge and you're about to fall off.
Hmm.
And everybody's gonna feel this energy. And as a matter of fact, people that are very gifted are gonna feel it. So yeah.
Yeah, like Hawaii, it's on the edge. It's not in the main energy zone like where I'm at now.
hmm
And if I
Yep.
do take up the chance to leave, it's going to cause me to have a bad psychic crash. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, I just think just ground yourself and protect yourself from psychic attacks, spiritually and physically, because a lot of people are just gonna just try to attack you, and being told that some of them are psychic vampires, because a lot of people don't know that there is some out there, but they
Hmm.
use that energy to recharge themselves, and then when you could feel the difference, like with their energy, they're gonna feel very hyper, and you're gonna feel like very drained to where you're just gonna want to sit there and sleep all day. So,
it's
but
like here, the main focus of 2020 energy, the spirits of this land don't want you to leave. It's like you're almost earthbound, and they will fight you if you want to do something like I'm doing. They will. You will have to fight for it.
So you might you're gonna need crystals because the energy is just way off. But thanks for calling in, and
thank you, sir.
And you're welcome, and you have a safe evening.
You too, and
Thanks,
God bless
Chris.
you.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Man. You know what, Tess? I'm gonna tell you something. With everything I'm saying, have you been feeling like that too, where you're just like happy and then your mood just changes, like something that you're like, this is not me? Does it kind of like resonate with you? Because I've been feeling like this since, like, just actually I felt it today, but I think other people have felt this a little bit before the new year is coming.
Yeah, and I think it's, like I said, all the chaos and stress and energy going crazy, and then somebody had mentioned a solstice, but yeah, I've been, like I said, just basically hiding in my room and cleaning it for over a week. As far as, I've had my stuff in storage because we've had so many people living with us, so I've had my stuff in storage in my closet or in my room. And so I've just been taking time and going through it, and it's amazing all the different things I've found that I haven't seen for years, and it makes me happy and reminisce on old memories, so on and so forth, and then I'll hear a fuck or a GD from the other room, and I'm like, oh wow, took me down about 5 notches, and then I'll work back up, and then it happens again, and I'm just like, holy shnikes, why is this particular individual so negative for like the past 5 or so days? And I understand because we do have a lot of people here, but she's got her own space too. Like, take it, to your room, get rid of it, and quit projecting it because it is affecting other people. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many people in my
and it feels weird too. Yeah, and with me is that I think I'm picking up things empathically, so where I feel different. Like I mean, I'm still Chris, but I can feel the energy. It's almost like I'm a sponge and I'm absorbing it. But what I'm doing is trying to repel it to get rid of, to not get near me, because I can feel the difference. It just doesn't feel right. It just seems, I don't even know what the proper word is. It just feels just not normal. And I'm thinking that we're in for a big surprise at the beginning of the year. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave it as that.
Well, on that note, I'm going to take us to our very first musical break. And on this break, let me whip out my little cheat sheet here. Okay, so we have Mocha T from Milwaukee with My Life. We have Michaelin Hay, high school Canadian phenom with Mirror and Pins and Needles, as well as Prime Example from Washington, D.C. with My Inspiration. You guys don't go anywhere. We will be right back right after this musical break.
Life, the quality or state of being alive, a living organism, and I am Mocha T. Let's get it. My life, the sugar, honey, iced tea. They wonder why I smile so gracefully, and wonder why I like blue cheese. When I'm lactose, 10 toes, 10 fingers, nigga, 10 hoes. Flow dope, whip it, microwave and stove was broke. Broke days, broke weeks, even broke months. A rich don't what have them going crazy. Lettuce and mac and cheese got them going crazy. Irregular, abnormal, and unusual. So unusual, I got shot for being beautiful. You can tell me love, you so gorgeous, but yet got a gun pointing to my forehead. Yo, head break bread, yeah, we gon' feast. Remember the cold nights we had nothing to eat. Southern Belle raising hell area near you. I'm hungry and leaving no proof. My life, my life, my life. It ain't always sunshine in my life. A big puzzle, I'm trying to figure peace ain't right. They thought I wasn't gonna make it, I know they didn't. It's visual, check your vision if you got the issue. A news feed if you got the memo. Breaking news, a new wave coming. Fuck a wave, hurricane, so mocha-licious. I really do this, it's in my blood. Pass it to my kids when I have some. And that's hip-hop.
Talking on pins and needles. needles, every word through a microscope. You keep stomping down on the ground while I've been stuck on this tightrope. I just wanna say what I wanna say without your sentence. I'm not willing to do the time when I'm innocent, and I'm innocent. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Walked on my share of thin ice with your blowtorch at my feet. You won't ever see me beg, so take this tongue off your leash. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, don't need permission. Interpret it how you want, it's my decision. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Dancing on shattered glass, kicking the pieces all around. My safety has been broken, this is now a hunting ground. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up.
When you smile, I see the life in your eyes. I hear the rhythm of you, creating moments we chill to. Wrapped in the waves of emotion, it's apparent. We're making love to your mind. It's like the feel of your thighs on my back when I'm deep in consummation with you in the room. It's not the scent of your breath in my face when we touch and share the rhythm of a loving embrace. Yeah. It's your smile that lets me know I'm on point, that I have rewritten the word in this joint, and it's you. Pretty brown eyes and confidence, you're my ministry, and girl, I'm feeling it. Come on, so smile for me, and don't let my hand go, girl. I just want you to know when I'm sending my love to you in verse 2 with a kiss and a beat that you and I can step to. Come on, God created the heavens and the earth. What he said is very best for the day of your birth. No longer is it just me, myself, and I, but since you have arrived, you're the apple of my eye, girl. Open your heart and let me come inside. All this love is forever for the ride. And when that DJ played our favorite song, we dance the night away. And until we're heading home where we're
Welcome back, everyone. Merry weekend before Christmas. I hope the holiday season has been kind to you. Right now we have area code 541 who has been trying to call in for so long. And Chris, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
On the phone. Hello, this is Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. Hold on one second. Let me see. Let me try to get Chris in here. Okay, here we go. I forgot to press the add button. Uno momento, por favor. Awesome.
Hello?
We have Chris back. Hey, Chris. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Chris?
Who is this?
Oh, this is Tiffany. How are you doing?
Well, I'm still hanging on. It's just the energy is just crazy tonight. But anyway, so how can I help you tonight?
So, I've been trying to figure something out, and I'm just, like, really unsure of it. But I just want to know, what can you get from the name Kimberly? Because I've been hearing there's somebody hanging around him by the name of Kimberly.
The only thing is that I get the word wild, and that she's, like, an instigator, and she causes problems. That's all I'm getting.
Oh,
right now.
really? Is he with her, or is it a friend, or?
I think it's more like a friend, but she gets what I'm being told. She gets what she wants. If she wants it, she'll take it. That's the best way to take it. That's how she does.
Yeah, because I got a really rude text like a week ago. I don't know if it's from him or her, but I haven't been seeing him around at all lately. What's been going on with him? Can you pick up, or?
He's just been avoiding people now.
So he's been avoiding everybody, just kind of solo by himself.
Yeah, it's kind of like isolating. I think it's with everything. I think it's with everything that, like, my friend Tessa's feeling. I'm feeling it. Everybody just wants to be alone. They want to have that alone time. So basically, he's ignoring, not you, just you. He's ignoring everybody. He does not want to deal with anyone's crap.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Do you see him coming around, still around the first Tim contacted me?
If he does, he'll contact you. But it won't be until, like, after this energy kind of, like, change.
You have reached
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I just don't know what to think. I mean, I'm hearing these rumors. I was like, I don't know if this is true or what to think about it. Because I'd like to see how he's doing, but I just didn't know.
This is what I'm told to tell you. Don't listen to everything you hear. If you want to find out yourself, then why don't you go and check? That's what I'm told to tell you.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. And then you'll see the evidence for yourself.
Okay. Do you see anything positive coming my way this coming year? Anything good happening?
I just see a lot of growth. and a lot of just aware of different things. And since the energy feels kind of weird tonight, I feel like it's going to affect you too, because it's going to make you feel like confused and lost.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are getting this early 2020 energy, and it just completely, the best way to describe it, it feels like off. And
I heard
besides
tonight's
that,
Yule
I do feel
holiday.
like it's gonna, and then with being next year, I do see a lot of better things coming for you. I feel that you're gonna feel the energy, even though it's kind of strange, but you're still gonna feel the energy a lot better than what this year feels like for you.
Okay, I sure hope so, because things have been kind of like on and off, and just I don't know.
It's like you're on a roller coaster.
Kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you guys excited for the holidays, for Christmas?
I'm excited for it to be over.
Oh, you are?
I know, right? Because the energy. Yeah, because she's going through a lot of stuff, and we're not going to discuss on the air. But yeah, she's going.
Oh yeah.
She's excited for Christmas to be over. Me, I'm just hanging in there. That's all I can say.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
going to leave it as that. I think
yeah.
I'm looking more forward to what the New Year has, because I'm already feeling kind of odd and feel weird. So I'm waiting for this Christmas to pass and then to see what it has, like right on the 31st, because I do feel like right on the 31st we're gonna feel a little bit oozy and a little bit different. So it's gonna be kind of interesting what 2020 has, because I can feel the difference.
Yeah, you never know. And I do got one last question. Is this a girl a threat when it comes to, like, I don't know, kind of like me wanting to get back with him? Like, do you see her getting that way, or you don't see him interested?
With him being wanting to be left alone, I don't think he really cares. He doesn't really want her. He doesn't even want her around. Like, I'm telling you, he's irritated. He's irritated right now. So it's like, get away from me, girl.
Okay. Yeah, because I even saw him at Walmart the other day, and I left him alone, but I was with a friend, and I saw him, and I wanted to say hi, but I could kind of tell he seemed like he's in an irritated mood, so I didn't bother with him.
Yeah, but just pay attention to his way of being, because you're going to be seeing a lot of difference in him, and everybody's affected. But
in a good way or a bad way?
You'll see. I can't tell you. You need to learn.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys, and you guys have a good holiday coming up.
I know. I'm looking forward for this days to end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think we.
All right.
You know what, Tess? I think we're on the same page here.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
You as well, and have a Merry Christmas, and I hope your holidays, the rest of the Christmas holiday is good for you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, same to you.
At least,
all right, both you guys.
At least somebody else's Christmas is better than everybody else's, right?
Heck yeah. I can support that.
All right, good night, you guys.
Good night.
All right, bye. All right,
good night.
bye.
Good night.
So we have area code 425. Who are we talking to?
Hello?
Hello?
I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing.
We have area code 425. Who are we talking to?
You're talking to Robin St. Charles.
Hello, Robin. How's it going?
It's going good.
Can you turn down your speaker of the show? I could hear it in the background.
Yeah, I know we can hear each other in the background.
So,
Hello, Robin. How's it going?
It's going good.
So how can I help? How can I help you tonight?
Okay. So, I'll be making a comic, and I would like to know how well it will do.
Okay. So what is the comic?
So I'll be making so basically my question is I'll be making my first comic, and I would like to know how well it will do.
I see it progressing, and I think it will benefit you from how this year's been. I feel like it's going to go very well for you. That's what I was told.
And my second question is that my friend Ross Allison, who's a ghost hunter, so his he has to move his business because the person who owns the building is turning or his business is turning into a theater. So I'm just wondering if he's going to be able to find a different place for all soon.
I can barely hear you breaking
I
up
couldn't
when
hear
you
the
asked
last
me that
part.
question.
Yeah.
I know, I couldn't hear it either. It was like something didn't want him to say it.
So he's going to have to find a new place really soon because the person who owns the building is going to turn where he used to have his business at into a theater.
Well, what is the question that you wanted to know? Is he going to move? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, he has to move and find a new place.
Is that what you're asking me? That is he going to move?
He has to move.
I know, but what is if you know he has to move? Then what is the question?
That is the question. Will he be able to find a place really soon?
Oh, okay, that's what you have to tell me. Truthfully, yes, you already know he's gonna move, so he will find something better and something beyond where he's at now. He's gonna find a better place to move. So what I'm being told is don't worry so much because I'm being told that you're too focused on that. But things will be better for him, even though he does have to move because they don't want him there because I guess a lot of weird stuff has been going on. But I'm being told that he's gonna have something more decent and more just better for him, for his lifestyle.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Have a good, happy holidays.
You too, and stay warm.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, Sir Robin.
You too.
Okay, well, this is what I'm going to say. For my friends, Christina and Junior, I'm going to ask y'all something, okay? You can call if you want. I messaged you, Junior, and I told you that the energy feels different tonight. And I said, I can't describe it. And you said, I know I can feel it. It's insane. And Christina feels it too. Now, I'm going to ask you the question, and I know you can hear this on the air. Does the energy feel kind of like a roller coaster where you just feel like it feels like on balance, and then it kind of makes you feel like you're just getting irritated for some reason, or you just feel like lost or just depressed, or you're just or you're just happy, or you're happy, and all of a sudden you just get.
Yeah, now you're breaking up. But yeah.
Does the energy feel like that to y'all guys? If you do, please let. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you were breaking up there for a little bit.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. But it's just that the energy. I'm telling you, Tessa, the energy's bad.
What I was going to say is, like you were saying with the roller coaster, and I made that analogy earlier, it's like you're feeling the anxiety and everything, like the anticipation of standing in line for a roller coaster. You know, it's so uncertain and crazy and cattywampus and insane. Insanity is the only name I can put on it, but it certainly is very hectic and very stressful recently.
Boy, don't you? Yes, and you know what? That's why I said we're both on the same page. It just feels like it. You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't feel this at all last week. I didn't feel this anything last week. I didn't feel this the week before. I didn't feel the week after that. Why all of a sudden are we feeling this now? That's what making me wonder is that if I'm feeling it and you're feeling it, and then my friend Jessica feels it, then Christopher feels it, then it's affecting everybody in a different way. But the feeling is the same. Like with the roller coaster thing, where it's just 1 minute you're okay, and then you just all of a sudden it's just weird. So yeah, but anyways, sorry. I hope y'all can.
They shoot, they score.
Yeah, because they're watching a football game. I don't know who they're watching, but it's just that's why I said I just hope it doesn't bother you, because the guys, how the guys they get loud, and it's not the girls, because they're making the masa is what they're putting the tamales, and then they put them to cook, and then by 12 o'clock it's already done. Like everybody's ready to go home, and then if they're still here, you can take them home. Otherwise, they gotta pick them up later on. So I'm thinking some people are probably gonna wait till their tamales are done, so they don't have to come back. And because after that, that's like the week after, we're going to just be dropping off gifts and stuff like that. So I think everybody that doesn't want to come back, to pick them up, they're just going to stay here until like they're done. And more likely, if they're still here, it won't be done till maybe about 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah.
It's going to smell good all night. It's kind of like roasting the turkey.
You know what? If you were so close, I would hand them right across the phone to you and say, "Here, Tessa, here's your tamales."
Yay! And I would eat them.
Now, I was going to ask you, what kind of tamales have you tried?
Pork, chicken, and beef. And we have people around here that make them, and then they'll go to different places and holy shnikes, and sell them. But yeah, we just had another number try to call in. Hold on one second. So whenever I find people like that, I'll buy them, because those are always the really, really good ones. You know what I mean? But yes, I love tamales.
You know what? I went to my mom and said, "Can you send them to my friend Tessa? Because she knows about you, because you're already friends with my mom." But she already knew I was going to do the show today, and she was checking up on me earlier too, like to make sure I was okay. And I said, "Mom," I told her, I said, "I'm just not feeling myself." And she was, "Why?" I said, "I don't know. I just feel. I mean, I'm Chris, but I kind of." Oh my God! My friend said he was calling in. He was the one that called in.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Can you add him, or do you mind if I add him?
Yeah, I mean, you can call them.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me add him really quick, and then I'll add you back in.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello. Thanks for calling into the show. Let me add Chris on really quick. We're having some Skype issues, so I'm sorry we missed you.
That's fine. That's like all the time.
Right? They were doing good for a while, and then they did an update, which was a downgrade. Who are we talking to?
It's Junior.
Hi, Junior. Did you hear the question, what I asked you?
Dude, it's insane. We went outside earlier, and it's like a teeter-totter. It's crazy.
Like, can you describe what you feel?
It's like, you can feel, when we went outside, me and Christina looked at each other like, holy crap, we could feel like really, really like muggy, where it's like, you don't want to be outside, you don't want to do anything. It's like the rest of the year, the holidays suck and this and that, nothing's going the way you want it to. And then we come inside our house and it's like, like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah, and you know what's so weird? I'm not gonna discuss, and I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna laugh at this. So hopefully Christina can Listen to this. Okay, hopefully I'm on speaker. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. We're not going to discuss this on the air, but I'm going to talk to Tessa about what we talked about on my own after the show. But anyway, I do feel somewhere between what we talked about last night, I kind of feel like people were listening. And somehow, I can't explain yet how, but I'm feeling that what we talked about and the links that I sent y'all, I feel that there's something to do with those links that I sent you. And that's why the energy just, it just changed. Because when I woke up this morning, I'm going to tell you what happened. We went to go do our errands, okay? And then all of a sudden, from being happy, we got here around 3 o'clock, over here. All of a sudden, from my mood, from being happy, it changed from just wanting to cry and just wanting to just be in the corner. Like, I couldn't explain it. It was just so weird. Like, 1 minute I was happy, and then like when we got here, I didn't even want to come out of my room. That's how bad it was.
We feel you. I mean, and you might be right on, somebody listening in on us. My phone was hacked earlier. Supposedly some weird video message was sent from my phone to like all my Facebook friends, and I didn't even send it.
It wasn't just your Facebook friends. It was
just random. Yeah, it was random people. Like, they were just sending this video to random people. And I have no idea. I don't even know what the video was because it wouldn't even let me.
I'm going to tell you what, we can probably talk about it like after the show, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Just, y'all, you need to be careful because with this energy, I can tell you right now, it feels like I told my friend Tessa, it feels very roller coaster energy like.
It does.
And it just, I've never felt this before, and it just feels so weird. And it's so weird because I actually thought that I was the only one feeling it. Well, before the show started, I talked to Tessa, before the show started, and she says, Chris, it's funny that you mentioned that because I feel the same damn way. I feel the same way. So it's it's almost like you're waiting for something and you just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like it's permeating the air. It's not like regular air. There's a thickness and sadness and anxiety to it. You could cut it with a butter knife.
You can feel the charge. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can feel the electrical static charge in the sky. It's bad.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, just because what we talked about, I can honestly tell you without trying to tap into it, I'm being told that we were heard. And I'm being that this has something to do with the letter J and it ends with a T. With the links that I sent you. Yeah, it ends with a J and it ends with a T. The links that I sent you, that's what it has to do with. Like they're manipulating the weather.
Well, I mean, if you really want to get technical, there was a weather project named Project Janet. Manipulation of the weather.
Oh, well, then that just validates me. Yeah, thanks for validating.
That actually comes out of Area 51, man. That's a conspiracy that they had.
How nice of them to share with us.
I know, right? You know what, Tess? I think
they're probably listening in on us right now.
Right?
But we know we don't care. I know I don't care. So
they can listen if they want.
But thanks for calling in because I think later on, if y'all are going to be up, we need to talk.
Heck yeah.
We're going to be way up, man.
So, but thank you for calling. But anyways, is there any other question? Is there anything else that you want to ask while you're on the air? Because you have that permission.
Well, I mean, not really. We just called in because, well, we always call in. We're like the most famous people you know.
Oh, yeah. Can I have your autograph?
No, not really.
Aww. I would put it on my wall of shenanigans.
No, but
you got one of those too? That makes
sense. You gotta have one of those. It's a good outlet.
No, but thanks for calling in. And you know what? For Christina, since you're kind of like new to this psychic thing,
Oh
I'm being
God.
told that you
Here we
need to
go.
shield yourself because this energy, if you're feeling a tip of this is just the
Oh,
beginning. This is just the beginning for you.
the tip of the
This is
iceberg.
just the tip. Yeah, exactly. And you took the words out of my mouth. It's just the energy of what it feels like to be in our psychic realm. This is what a psychic deals with, energy. If it's weather, if it's just anything.
It's
So
hunting
all I
season
gotta
for
tell you for
parasites.
okay, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you like this. This has come from me and Tessa. Welcome to our world.
Where's the welcome
So
wagon? I don't see
I
signs,
know, right?
confetti.
Come to the dark
Now,
side. We have cookies.
Oh yes, finally we have cake and candy.
you know what? If you know what you're gonna do with this kind of energy is since they're welcoming us in with the weather, because you just validate that. So thank you for sharing that, Junior. We might as well
No
just put
problem.
milk and cookies for them.
Yeah.
Oh well, some of them might be alcoholics. We might have to leave a cigar and whiskey out there. Just
Or some eggnog with rum.
Oh my god. Nah, but thanks for calling in, and I hope you listen to the rest of the show. But thanks for validating everything you just clarified. So thank you very
oh,
much.
no problem. Christina says save tamales.
Okay,
Yes.
you know what? I'll save you some tamales because that's what everybody here is doing. So if we still have some, I'll send you some.
Yes. All right. Bye, Chris. Bye,
Okay,
Tessa.
take care.
Bye, Junior.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for calling
So
in.
you know what, Tessa? They just clarified everything. So we're not crazy.
No, we just kind of felt like it for a little bit. We just thought it was us.
I know, right?
Everybody's put their, their painted happy faces on, and I don't know, it's like hiding behind masks of cheerfulness and spreading joy and cheer, and it's just like, bah humbug, I don't know. It's weird when the air is like that, though, like Junior was describing when you walk out in it and you feel the difference, like the charge of whether it's negative or positive. When I lived in Cortez, Colorado, right before I moved, the air was just so thick with depression and rancidness and anxiety and no hope. And a lot of people were killing themselves, and it just wasn't good. I was like, I got to get the hell out of here.
You know that's funny that you said that because I remember when was it? I think it was Friday. I'm not kidding you. Where I used to go, where me and my mom would go shopping. There was a shooting here at South Park Mall in the South Side, and there was 4 people that got hurt. And when I looked at that, I was thinking to myself, we're in for it because and I hope to God I'm wrong. Hopefully everybody that's listening, I hope to God that I'm wrong, but this is what I'm feeling. Well, when I heard that on the news that they had a mall shooting, I said to myself, I said, please to God, I hope we don't have mall shootings in every state because we already have to deal with school shootings. We don't want to deal with these mall shootings, and that's what I kind of picked up that was just the start. That in different states they're going to start having mall shootings, not just school shootings. There's going to be mall shootings. So I'm just being told to be very careful when you shop because it's not safe to go anywhere anymore.
Last year, I didn't even, so it was early Black Friday because I was working overnight security, so I went in right after my shift, and I did partake of some of that, but otherwise, for my Christmas shopping, I just did it all online. Like, I didn't want to go to these different places, and that's kind of how it's going to be, because every day that I turn on the news, there's another shooting in another state, and it's just holy crap, what the hell is going on? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Well, we have a very nice lady that tried to call in, but we weren't able to add her call. Do you mind if we call her really quick? And she just said,
yeah, go ahead, you can call her.
She said, in-store shopping gives me anxiety. Okay, we're calling you right now, miss. All right, let me add Chris back in here.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for being so patient with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Let me add
Thank
Chris
you.
back in here really quick. Skype, I've learned to work around it, but he'll be back in any second. But I'm so glad that I got you in, and I'm so sorry that it took a while.
Yeah,
hey, Chris.
No, it's okay. It seemed like a good conversation. I'm like, I heard laughing. I'm like, how nice.
Yes, it's good to cut up with each other and chop up that stress.
I know, right? So how can I help you tonight? Who are we speaking with?
Hi, I'm Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Wait, should I just start with my question?
Well, you can go ahead and ask the question, or if you just want a general reading, I can give you a general reading to see what I pick up off of you. It's up to you. You have a privilege to ask me a question, or if you just want to see like what I'm picking up and something that I'm being told to tell you, I'm just going to tell you because that's the way I am. I don't hold anything back. So if you want a general
I love
reading,
that.
Okay. Before I go on any further, I was going to ask you, what is your name?
Jalicia.
Okay, what is your last name? Or can you just give me your initial to your last name?
Yeah, so W is my last name.
Okay, so what is your first name? W.
Jalicia.
Khaleesi. And I just have to say that I love the energy of your voice. You have a good energy.
Yeah, you know what? That is true. I'm going to tell you right now that even though this energy is kind of like crazy, but I'm being told that right now that you're very earthbound. You're very content, even though the energy is a little different. You feel it too, but I'm being told that you're very grounded. Okay, you're very, very, very well grounded, and you're very well protected. So being the psychic and a friend to you, I'm being told that I'm very proud of you because I'm being told to tell you that next year it's going to be twice as better as it was this year, because this year has been a little bit crazy for you. So it's kind of like a bit. It's like a big. I'm being told it's almost like you're taking a big step next year.
Yeah.
A very big step. So there's going to be a lot of positive for you and everyone around you. So I just wanted to tell you on behalf of me and Tessa, I'm glad that you called in because I love the energy I'm getting from you. I feel
thank you.
I feel that very energy, and I'm getting the energy with you is kind of like you're this person that has a very good sense of humor. And when people are down, you have this tendency of very uplifting. And I feel like, even though I'm giving the reading, I feel like me and Tessa and everybody that's listening, we need that kind of energy because it reminds us to connect to the universe. And I just wanted to tell you on my behalf, I'm very proud of you. And I just wanted to tell you thank you for calling in.
Thank you. Thank you for being so honest and telling me all of that. I mean, it's funny just because I do hear that from people, but I think the foundation of my personality is very like positive and like smiley. But I mean, just like anyone else, I feel like sometimes I can be like very depressed. And just
and you know what? It's weird that you said that because you know what I'm going to tell you, and it's funny that you mentioned that. I'm going to tell you. Did you hear everything that we were talking about as my friends were calling in? Did you hear everything?
No, I came in probably like the past maybe like 6 or 7 minutes. Or maybe like 10 minutes or so.
Okay, well, I'm being told that you feel the energy and you're very aware of it. So I'm just being told that you need some clear quartz around you, okay? And you need hypnotite around you, obsidian.
Ooh.
Okay. And then you need amethyst around you because you're very well grounded. And I do feel with this energy, it's going to try to confuse you to make you feel like you're not on the right path. But I'm being told to tell you whatever you hear in your inner thoughts, like you hear these inner voices that feel negative, I'm being told to tell you right now, do not pay attention to them. Do not pay attention to what those thoughts are telling you, that you're not worthy or you're not capable of achieving your dreams. Just don't pay attention to anything negative. Keep yourself in a positive zone.
Okay. Noted. I will keep that in mind the next negative thought that I get.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have a question about a situation.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
basically, like, long story short, I'm definitely, I think, like a hopeless romantic. And I mean, I am young, but I don't know. I just feel like my soul is like a little bit older.
Yeah.
So soon I'm gonna be hanging out or like in the presence of a guy who I've known for like a long time. So I kind of just wanted to know if, you know, that person who I have in mind is going to be the person, or like if not, like if I'm going to meet someone next year, or just anything to do with just like a partnership and like love.
Well, I'm being told that with the energy that I'm getting from this guy, I get like he's very loving, but then he kind of confuses you, but he feels very, very, very positive. I do feel like he has a lot of light around him. He has God in his heart, okay? And I think he's going to take you places. And I do see a relationship, and I see teamwork, and I see leadership with whatever your projects are, because I'm hearing the word projects. So I'm being told that you have a lot of stuff that you want to do. But even though it might feel like it's working at a very slow pace, but I'm being told you that next year is going to be even faster than it was this year, because this year I'm being told that it was a very, very slow pace for you, but it's gonna be at a very fast pace for you for next year. And then as far as that, I do see that you will be together, but I do see business with that too. So in other words, you're gonna have your relationship, but I do see business, but you're both gonna be in the same area, but you're gonna be far away from each other, so you won't get irritated, because I know that once you live with somebody and you see them every day, it causes like irritation, because you're like, oh my God, I see this person at home. I don't want to be around them. So I'm being told to tell you that you're going to have balance at work, to where they're going to know that you're a couple, but it's not going to affect work to coming home, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
So I do see that he is the one for you. And I kind of feel, too, that you are very hesitant with him. Kind of like the best way to describe it is like, he's too good to be true. Where has he been all my life? Why all of a sudden
so this
is
is
he
going to
in
be
my
a new
life?
person.
Yeah.
This is going to be a new person.
Yes. Yes.
Got it. So the person who I have in mind, or the person who I feel like I spent a lot of energy on, is not the person who we're speaking of.
I can tell you right now that the other person that you're thinking about, I'm not saying that because I don't feel like that around you. I don't feel like you're a person that can be, you're very faithful. But I feel like this person, you had high expectations, but they're taking it slow, because I feel like they had just gotten hurt from something. So they're kind of like being very hesitant of not wanting to get too attached, if that makes any sense. But it doesn't mean that but even though it does not mean that he might not be the one, because you might have, because I'm being told that there could be two men in your life, but you got to pick one. You got to pick. And I'm being told that you draw men to you. Like, you're just very, I can't even say it. It's like you're a magnet. That there's different people that have asked, and then there's some of them that have wanted to come up to you, but they get kind of like, no, I don't think she'll go out with me. It's that kind of feeling from you that I feel like. So in other words, you are a person that attracts very good looking men, and there's something about you that you have this good charisma that I just can't explain. It's just that you're different. You're just different. That's the best way to put it.
Oh, okay. So this is all positive things.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is exciting. This is
But
exciting.
I think 2020's got a lot of good opportunities for you. I'm gonna ask you a question in this, and I know you didn't ask, but are you thinking about moving? Because I'm seeing something about moving.
Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about it because so I used to move back and forth in between New York and Florida a lot. So my life I probably moved around 9 times. But that was
Okay.
in between New York and Florida just for like a whole bunch of different reasons. And so now I'm in New York, so I graduated from a school in New York. I got a job in New York, but it's literally I feel like it's sucking the soul out of me. And I've just been like, I have to think of something else to do. Like, I have to, like, start my own business. Like, I do not want to be in the city anymore. But it's like, I know why people are here. It's because it's where the money is. But I'm just like, Lord, like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, and you know what? That's weird because
you.
and it's weird because you didn't tell me anything, and I felt like I saw a move, and this is where I see you moving. I see you moving in a clear water, similar to something like Florida, to where it's like the water is more cleaner, and I see that it's very sacred to you because knowing that you're very grounded, and and I feel like you are so connected to the earth, and the earth is connecting to you. That I feel like for some reason, and even though I know that you're in New York because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
But I'm being told to tell you to focus on your happiness. Don't go to where the money, is good for you. Do it where it makes you happy. And I'm being told that in a way you're kind of like, right now you're at this point where you want to stay in New York, but you get this irritating feeling like you feel like I can do better than this. Yes, I'm getting getting paid good, but I'm not happy here.
Yeah.
It's like you want to move, and I see. And then you know what's weird? You know how you said that you kept, when I asked you, I asked you when I told you that I kept seeing something moving, and then you just validated that. And you know how you said you were saying that you were moving back and forth, moving back and forth. Well, this is what I'm going to tell you now. That with that energy, that before, you were moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, when you move to Florida, it's going to be permanent. You're not going to move anymore. You're going to live in Florida. In other words, I see you in the island. I see you in the water, and I see you near sand, and I see you being where there's clear energy.
Literally, oh my gosh. Like, I have been saying for so long, I'm like, I don't care if it's a small house. I'm like, I want to be in like a beach town. I want to be in like a beach house because like I love the beach, and I feel like when I'm at the beach, like my soul is just like very like at peace, and it's like a reset.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that's what like I need. Like I feel like that's what my soul like actually needs.
Yeah, that just validates that everything I told you. That validate.
Yeah, no, it does 100%, like 100%. So I'm just like, I don't know like how I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm like, I have to make it happen, like for my soul.
Yeah, you know what I'm being told to tell you, because I do work with energy in different ways, but I'm being told to tell you that the next full moon, I'm being told the next full moon, so you might have to look at a calendar. Okay. And whenever you see the next full moon, I want you to go outside. And if there's like sand, just make sure that there's no glass, but go into an area where there's water. If there's any water where you're at, but just make sure it's clear and it's clean. So when you go if there's an area.
Oh no, there's like not any clear water.
Okay, well then you're probably gonna have to.
Where are you? Are you like East Coast, West Coast?
I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Well, I do see you move, but I do see you moving, progressing, and I see that wherever you're going to move, I do feel that whatever, like I told you, like Florida, I see that everything's going to benefit you. But now, since you're not near clear water, then you can substitute that. There's no clear water. What you can do is just like either walk barefooted, like on the pavement, or if you can find sand, okay, and then look at the moon and say whatever you want. Say it out loud, and then when you say it like you already own it. you say it like you own it already, and then you say, you know what, I want to be happy. I want to, I want to find a person that loves me for me, and I want to be content, and I want a place out in the beach where there's like a beautiful home along the shore, and you just manifest it when you look at the moon, and then after you're done, you're gonna say, "So moan it be," and then after that, you already manifest it. Like it's gonna. After you say that, everything's just gonna unfold, and you're gonna see that everything's gonna work after you do that. Everything's
So
gonna
do
just.
I have to be outside when I do it, or like can I just see the moon and do it?
I mean, if you can do it through the window, if you feel like unsafe, because you know how the crime is bad everywhere.
Yeah,
So if you feel unsafe,
it's gonna be crazy. People gonna think I'm crazy.
well then, if you have as long as you have the moon in front of you and it's like bright, you can still do it. Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
And the ocean is good too because you have that natural salt going on, and it's good to take a salt bath every once in a while to get, that negative stuff off of you.
Yes.
So, being on the East Coast, I feel like you're safe. If you were in California, I'd say stay clear of the water. Make your own salt water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
The water in California is like that. It's that bad at the moment.
California, Oregon, Washington, they're on the West Coast.
Oh, wow.
Fukushima, the radiation has been washing this way for years off the mountain right by the radiation plant. And then they had the earthquake, which made it even worse with all the radiation filtering into the ocean. And now there's growths on our different aquatic life and just so many different random things happening. Heating of the waters as well, and ocean life is moving to other places and migrating when they're not supposed to, and all kinds of wonky things are happening.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is.
Wow.
But yeah, you're all good on the East Coast.
So I do feel that you'll be fine. So everything's gonna be very good for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So,
Thank you guys.
But you're welcome. And I was gonna ask you, when you do move, we want to hear the feedback. So let me know how everything.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna follow this, and I don't know if you like I don't know if it's the both of you guys that has the Periscope, but I'll follow the channel and I'll keep you guys posted and updated. Yeah, I really appreciate the time and you guys talking to me and talking to everybody else.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What time is it?
Over here. Well, I'm in Texas, so it's 10:49 where I'm at, and it's about to be 11.
9:49 here. So where are you moving? You're moving to Colorado, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I need a new bestie. No, I'm just kidding.
That is very nice. Yeah, thank you guys. I just can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
I think that this is so nice what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Giving people insight and just helping people.
Well, that's what I love to do. Even though we're going through a lot of weird stuff that we're going through, but we love to keep the energy positive no matter how bad it is. So, but yeah.
You got to keep swimming.
I mean, even though there's exactly, you got to swear, you got to reach for your dreams. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said clear quartz, obsidian, and amethyst, right? Are the stones that fit?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, you know what I was told to tell you too, and this is just, and it's so weird, I was supposed to tell you.
Yeah.
I was supposed to tell you that you need rose quartz around you too. And that's not only for love, but it's also good to for everything that's art, if that makes sense.
You said for everything that is what?
Connected with Earth. Like
okay,
the Earth. It's like rose quartz.
I didn't hear it either. It cut out. That was weird.
Yeah, I guess it's because it doesn't want me to say it. That's why.
I know, man. I need my blessings. I need my advice. You said that it's also for connecting with the Earth.
The rose quartz?
Yes, yes, it's very good to connect with the earth because I'm gonna tell you what's so weird, and this is the beautiful message I got for you. That knowing that it's rose quartz, it's very connected to the universe, and since rose quartz has the pink color, it's connected to God's love.
Oh yes, it's a stone of love. The heart.
It's a stone of. It's a heart. It's in other words, in other words, it's God. It's God's heart that you're connected to when you get rose quartz.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Because I do need to work on that aspect too. Because I feel like once once that relationship is solidified and you're feeding that side of your spirituality, then I think everything else kind of falls a little bit easier. You know?
Exactly.
But when you don't see that part anymore, everything else becomes so much harder. So that's like the center of it all.
And that's where when we open our heart to God, there's the possibilities are endless because God is of love, and God wants us to love Him like He loved us. And I was told to tell you that because a lot of people, even though times are tough, but I'm just being told to remind us that rose quartz is connected to Him because He had so much love that it was like of light, and of light is connected to rose quartz because it's a thing of love that you give yourself love and that you are loved by the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to carry around tourmaline, selenite, amethyst. That's
I'm probably, you know what? I'm probably gonna get some rose quartz too because I could use rose quartz bad, especially.
I think
with,
you could.
Yeah.
It's.
And
I don't know why we didn't think about that.
I know, and that's funny though because when I told her, I was told to tell her, and then I heard like you need rose quartz too. So everyone that is. So it's almost like with this weird energy in the air. I think everyone that's in tune, I think we need rose quartz to have balance because rose quartz is connected to God. So we need to reconnect with Him, and He's a source of the energy. Yeah. So
that is so amazing. I never even knew that or looked at it that way. Rose quartz, I feel like mainstream, it's like all about just like love. You know what I mean? But I never read anything that actually is like, the Lord is the source of love.
But the way I see it is that since I'm of God and God loves me, I'm like we're all God's children, but I'm being told that He told me to tell you everything that you needed to know, but then He's saying turn the energy and reflect back on you all. So in other words, it's not just you, it's me, it's Tessa, everyone that's listening. We all have to remember that He's of love, and the best way to connect with love is rose quartz.
And you have to remember also that you have that light within you.
Yeah.
So always remember that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. That's so beautiful. I love that end note. Lord, love, rose quartz. I have to. And then, so I have another question. Do you guys carry around the raw stones, or do you prefer to wear certain ones, or does it depend on the stone that you wear or you carry around?
When I carry mine, they're raw. They're not polished or anything. I do have some polished ones that my husband has bought for me, and they're generally heart-shaped and stuff. But the ones that I carry with me for protection, like my tourmaline, my selenite, my amethyst, and whatever else I feel like I need for the day. But those are the three main ones that I use. They're raw, but there are polished ones out there, and I think they work the same, but you kind of got to wonder about the energy of the person that polished it, right? I always wonder about stuff like that. And it was cool. When I went to New Orleans, I got this frog, and I'll show it to you on Periscope. I got this frog in New Orleans, and when I purchased this in the store, and was checking out, they actually cleansed it with white sage before they put it in the bag. And I was like, that's so cool. I've never seen anybody do that before. Thank you so much for thinking about me, you know?
Yeah. And that's what I kind of read too online before. Like, if you're buying it off of like Etsy or something like that, and you're not sure about about the person who is putting together the stone or making the jewelry, then you can always just like cleanse it with like white. I don't think it has to be white sage, but just sage, and like I think like put it in front of like your window on like a full moon or like something like that. But there's definitely like ways to cleanse them. But yeah, it is something just to keep in mind about who's handling your stone.
Yeah, but you know how like when you mentioned that, you know how like when there's bracelets and necklaces, they have energy. They have energy, but then when people touch them, that energy is imprinted on that energy. So what you need to do is that before you put them on, you need to like smudge them or soak them in sea salt. You know, because that's the element of cleansing them. And then when you soak them in water, that's the element of water. So you have to do all the elements, because when you cleanse them with not sea salt, but you need to cleanse them with sea salt, because that's connected to water. But you can use all the elements to cleanse whatever you buy, because you don't want something that might have been attached to somebody else onto your bracelet. When you put it on, it's attached to you. Yeah. So it's good to always purify what you buy before you wear it.
Well, you guys, I hate to interrupt, but we do have to go to our second musical break. On this break, we have Mocha T, who is an artist from Brooklyn. And then we have Michaelan Hay, who is a high school Canadian phenom, as well as Prime Example from Washington, D.C. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this musical break.
Mocha T, let's get it. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. How could you love a man who never been loved? How could you show him something he so used to lust? I know I'm young, but I know I can be the one. If he open up his eyes and know I'm the one he can trust. Support and good loving is all a nigga need. All that bullshit niggas give you is a test to see if you'll leave. And if you leave, you are not a strong queen. Cause a queen will stay still, pray and be there for her king. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. I love the way he carry himself, I love his swagger. He had me at happily ever after. No fairy tale, this man I really wanna capture. A peek at you, got my heart beating faster. No road runner, but you got my mind racing. Still can call you up and don't know what to say. My friends might say I'm dumb, my friends might say I'm stupid. Then again, why take advice from single women? Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about. When I get you, I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Let's create a kingdom and have a Prince Wednesday. Build an empire, a dream I desire. Like Candy Crush on the Monday, got butterflies feeling funny. Blunt out the blunt, can't get no higher. Like a fiend who needs sexual healing. Boy, bless me with that business. You're my teacher, you got my undivided attention. Boy, would you come my way and answer a simple question?
troubled heart bleeds like a river. It's rushing towards fields painted greener. It doesn't see the demons behind, praying you're getting close to the line, so they can get their hands on love and trade it off for silver. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Your nervous spine is crawling with shivers. You're standing right in the eye of a blizzard. You're inches from a shelter, so near to warmth of a home in a chandelier, shining down its light on love, wishing you'd be closer. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Just got home, shower, get my clothes on, spray my perfume on, then I grab my phone. I'm about to hit the road, I'm going to the club, I'm about to pull up, I'm going through the door right now. I'm saying, man, all these guys in here is going down in here, but I came here to get my groove on, got my dancing shoes on, time to have some fun tonight. So come on, baby, 1, 2, cha cha cha. Get on the floor, we can dance non-stop. Step, 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 we can do it all night. Baby, come and dance with me. Tonight we will be like two dancing machines. Can you hang with me? Tell me, baby. 1, 2, cha cha cha. Get it on the floor, we can dance non-stop. Step, 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 we can do it all night. This is how it's supposed to be. Just you and me, like two dancing machines. Can you hang with me? Tell me, baby. Look like they hating on us, 'cause I keep catching them up. Tonight we erase the world. We about to tear up this club. Just you and me, like two dancing machines. Can you hang with me? Tell me, baby. Keep dancing, keep dancing, keep dancing, keep dancing. Are you ready with me? Are you ready with me? Two dancing machines.
We both had a long day, time to blow some stress off. You working with the best, I'ma dance your pants off. I really love it how your body's so soft. Dance all night, little lady, it's your call. Step, 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 baby, follow my lead. You and me showing off for the club to see. No time to get rest, we doing our thing. Cha cha, then we dip top it off with a spin. Glide across the floor, let's do it again. By the way, little mama, can we be friends? I can't let this night just end. I really wanna know if I can see you again. Give me your number, we'll get back on the scene. We can hit another club if that's your thing. We'll be partners in crime, you and me, as we ripping up floors like two dancing machines.
Welcome back, guys, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. Tonight we are joined by the wonderful and amazing Chris Garcia, and we're doing free readings for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you, Tessa. And it has just been amazing with the callers, and I just appreciate all the love. And, of course, God love, the universe. So I'm just grateful for being on tonight. And even though the energy's kind of crazy, but it kind of reflected on us. So I just want to thank the Lord for that. And so that's on what I have to say.
Oh, it was so needed for sure. And I'm so grateful, and it kind of goes back to what I've believed since a very, very early age. Everything happens for a reason, no matter how good or how shitty, like it's there for a reason. It's for a lesson for you to learn and take it as that. Like, I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for all the good and shitty things that happen in my life. And I love the place that I'm at right now, although sometimes I want to run away. But it's so good to have different energies come in. And we were talking earlier, and we were both having difficult times, but having these different energies come in. And like you said, service to your fellow man is very important. And it's such good medicine, I must say.
Yeah, and it is because I was so weird because when I told her rose quartz, and then I heard him say, this is my love from me to you all. And then I was like, wow. I was like, that's very exciting. So, and then it was weird too because, like she said, we never thought of rose quartz like that. But I guess he opened me up and he said, this is what he needed for me to tell her. And then it reflected on us, and I'm like, "Wow, that's very interesting."
Right. Well,
so now we see. So now we're going to see rose quartz as a different perspective now.
There's so many different uses for these different stones, and it's interesting. And Robert was saying last weekend, I think in the after party, if you want to learn about these different stones, read I believe it's the Stone Bible or Gem Bible, series 1, 2, and 3, and it'll tell you everything about these different stones and crystals, and what their different effects are. And this has been used since, the dawn of time. And then you know how things are lost, and then you get them back, and then you lose them, and you get them back. But there are uses for everything in our universe. But on that note, we do have a couple callers that have been wanting us to call. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to call this one from Colorado first because she actually called in before the show. So I should have called her a long time ago. But I'm going to try her. And then if she doesn't answer, Whitney messaged me and said she really needs a reading. So we'll call her in, if that's okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Same scenario. I'm going to call her and add you in.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so Robert just made me remember Crystal Bible is what it's called. Hello? Hello? Very weird. Let's go back. Back to the beginning. We're going to try one more time, and then that's it, because we're not stalkers. I'm just trying to give her her Christmas reading because she did call earlier. Pre-show.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been sent.
Oh. Calling back because they just tried to call me. Oh no!
Hello?
Hello! This is Tessa with We Are Paradox Media. You had called earlier for your free psychic reading. Did you still want to receive your free Christmas psychic reading?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Okay. No worries. I hang up on people all the time because the only calls I get are telemarketers.
Me too. I thought it was a spam call. I've been getting weird ones lately.
Right? It's like, go away. It's hard enough as it is. All right, so I'm calling him back in.
Oh.
Hey, Chris.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, so we got area code 970 in the house. Who are we talking to?
Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
So how can I help you today?
Hi, I was wondering if I could get the free psychic reading.
Was there anything that you wanted to ask me and to focus on, or you just want me to give you a general reading?
Just a general reading.
Well, the only thing I get from you is that that you're kind of questioning, I guess, your fate or your destiny is what I'm being told to tell you. But I'm being told to tell you that things are going to change. There is some kind of energy that's just trying to throw you off your game. But I'm being told that you are on the right path and that you shouldn't question your destiny because your destiny awaits.
Oh.
If that makes any sense. I don't know what that is, but somebody can lower that down because I can't.
Yeah, there's a loud noise in the background, Jessica. I don't know if you could turn that down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm being told that there might be some kind of energy that is trying to confuse you, but I'm being told to remind you that you are on the right path. It's just kind of like you kind of question, what's going on with you and why is it happening to you. But I guess it's just a lesson that you're supposed to go through to make you stronger and to give you strength to go of what is the next step that you're supposed to take.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I just wanted to tell you thank you for calling in tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
No worries. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. So good to talk to
You're
you.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
Wait.
All right, hold on. Let me switch over here real quick. I almost hung up on you because I went to hang up on her because she was having a delay there. Okay, I have one more number to call. And if anybody out there is wanting their free psychic reading, Chris has to go soon. So call 1-970-335-9596. But right now, I am going to call Miss Whitney. She messaged me. And feel free to do this on future shows. Just message me with your phone number. First, try to call in. If that doesn't work, then message me and I'll be able to call you from here if Skype doesn't get their shit together.
I'm telling you, like at the beginning of the show, it was just a test of so much patience for you, Tessa, and it's just not you, it's me too.
Right?
It's just like trying to irritate us, like, it's just that kind of energy that's just trying to throw us off our game so we cannot have a good time. But it's just
Not
With the
working.
energy. I know, right? Yep.
We're going to have a good time anyways, despite it.
I know, and we're doing good because you know what? Even though there was a little bit kind of energy, and I'm still a little bit okay because I'm better than I was before. But like I said, if I get kind of tired, I'll just tell them, you know what? You can call in before, because I usually would be able to go all the way to 12, but I just feel a little bit different today, so it's kind of like, yeah, so it's kind of like the energy is different. I think it's just very absorbing. And then if I get tired, I'm not gonna have enough energy to go all the way to. I guess it's just because the energy feels different, so it's kind of like it's like the best way to describe it is like minimum. It's kind of like that kind of feeling I get. But even though I feel good now, I'm just gonna have to be very cautious with my energy, and that's another thing with all this. Something in the air, like Junior said, it's just weird.
It is. And don't get used to it. Like I said, keep swimming. Sometimes you get that muck in the water. You can't see where you're going, but keep swimming. Don't stop, because if you stop, it's going to take even more work to keep going. So you just got to persevere, adapt, and overcome. And don't sweat the petty shit. Pet the sweaty shit. I don't know. But I'm going to call Whitney really quick, and then I'm going to add you back on. And hopefully we can help her out. She said she really needs some help right now.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Whitney. How are you this evening?
Well, I'm glad you called.
Me too. I'm adding Chris back in here really quick. We're getting around the Skype shenanigans so we could get you in here.
Right. I mean...
All right, Chris is back.
I'm going through a hard time.
Oh, I feel you, sister.
I don't have Skype. I don't know what you guys can tell me. If you can tell me anything about me. I don't know how this works.
Well, is there any question that you want me to focus on, or do you just want me to give you a general reading?
Can you give me a general reading? I'm going through a lot.
The only thing I can feel now is that I think you were probably picking up the energy earlier, and it's still affecting. So I'm being told that you're kind of feeling like that roller coaster, and there's a lot of strange energy, and then it almost seems like kind of also like paranormal activity. and then it almost feels like I'm being told that you're being watched, and I feel like they're telling me to tell you that to give you confirmation that I'm being told to tell you that you are not alone. There is something around you, but you can outfight it and you can outcome it by, this is what I was told to tell you, to put salt around your barriers of your home or your apartment. Okay? And put a prayer over your sacred areas. Okay? And then if you want to, you can also wear a medallion of St. Michael. Wear one and then have buried maybe 2 St. Michael medals of the entrance of your home. Okay? And then
I understand.
And then I'm being told to tell you that no matter how bad things are, you're always going to come out winning, because the good always overrides the evil.
I was given a Ouija board that made my life hell, that was found in the register of an old home, and I brought it into my house. After that, my house is gone. I've been going through hell. I got rid of it, but it's like something's around me that
you already let it in.
Energy.
Yeah, I think even though, I'm being told that you're probably going to need, hold on. You're going to need something to do with binding and vanishing, whatever it is, if you opened it. Now, if you don't know how to close it, This is gonna suck. I'm being told, and I'm not trying to scare you, but it doesn't mean that anything's bad. But you're probably gonna need either a shaman, a local shaman. Okay. And if you can't find a shaman, someone that has the ability to, that could be like maybe a local pagan. And if you don't find a local pagan, then you're going to have to find something to do with maybe a person that's very good with this kind of energy, like a local demonologist, just to close that door and to make sure that nothing bad came out of it. Because I don't feel anything negative around you, but I can tell you, with the energy that I hear from your voice, it gives me this creepy feeling like something is breathing behind me. And that's how I feel. You feel like you always feel very unsettled. Very unsettled. And I feel like you're very uncomfortable in your own home. Like you don't even feel safe there. And it's so strange. Because I was going to tell you, and this is what I was going to say, that when you're at home, you don't feel safe. But when you leave your home, you can breathe.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. When I leave my home, I'm fine. But when I come home, it's like I don't want to do anything. I feel suicidal.
Well, I'm going to tell you that whatever it is, whatever it is, I'm going to tell you, because I don't like to label those kind of things. But it could be something, like I personally maybe don't feel anything negative, but you might, just in case of the things that I just told you, you might want to research on internet to see if you can have like a paranormal team with somebody that's either a demonologist, a shaman, or maybe a local witch that knows with this kind of...
One of my friends is a medium. I'm going to have to contact her.
Yeah, because I'm being told that you need somebody that is a very experienced. So you might need someone to that knows the expertise with this kind of stuff. And even though you might know somebody that that cleans your friend's house or whoever that person is, I'm being told to tell them for you to tell them that they're going to need reinforcement with them, not to come by themselves, just as a precaution.
Thank you. Ever since I brought that Ouija board in the 1800s that was found in the ductwork of an old house, everything has been bad. And it's been, I got rid of the board, but it's still, I feel it. I feel it around me.
I'm going to tell you one thing, and this is so weird, and I don't mean, this is giving me the chills, but I'm being told to tell you, when you got rid of it, oh my God, please tell me that you did not burn it.
No, I didn't burn it.
Okay.
Okay, that's one thing that I was told. Okay, did you throw it in the dumpster? Because I'm seeing a dumpster.
I threw it in the field next to me, the soybean field, and then I put it in the dumpster. After the back of it had like warped, but the front of it was still like intact and like nothing happened to the front of it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what's so weird, and I hope to God this doesn't happen, because I do believe that it has energy. Because I know that I feel like you did throw it away, but oh my God, this is giving me chills, and I've never seen this in my head. But this is what I'm told to tell you, that in my mind, I see you throwing it away, but I'm going to pray over you. But I'm seeing in my head this thing levitating in air, and swerving in circles and getting back in your house somehow. And I don't know why, but I feel like this board has something very strong attached to it, that I can see this thing levitating in the air and somehow ending back in your house. And there's no...
I was picking up on it's in there still too.
Is there somebody else on the phone?
Huh?
Oh, that's my friend Tessa.
Oh, no, I'm the host of the show. But yeah,
she's the host of the show. I'm the psychic.
Yeah, I was picking up on it's still there.
Well, ever since I brought it into the house and I got rid of it, I have no energy. It's like sucking energy out of me. I fight with my boyfriend. But when I leave the house, I'm fine. If I leave the house, I have energy. I walk. I just have no energy whatsoever. And I tried looking for my sage tonight, and I couldn't find it because I just wanted to light it.
Yeah, when I do different cases and paranormal investigation, and what I tell people when you're dealing with an entity like that, you gotta kind of try to take over and rewire your, the way you react to your boyfriend, or little things that bug you and little outbursts and stuff, because any negative that you put into the atmosphere, that's what it wants. And this entity is kind of like a scuba diver. If you don't feed it the energy, then it's going to go somewhere else. So you got to try to rewire your responses or your reactions or your thought process even. Try to make your thoughts positive, your actions and everything. Give yourself that 10-second time to breathe, think and rethink what you're about to say, and let something else come out besides something negative. And that will help a lot to get rid of this thing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because it's been bad. It's been really bad for about a year, and it's getting to the point where I just, it's sucking the life out of me. And I know there's something here. I feel it. Because as soon as I leave the house, I'm
right now is that, like, you know what's so weird is you were talking, I got chills all over me. And I could feel like if I was there,
I'm Puerto Rican, and I have, after my father passed away in July, I seen his shadow here.
I look at
I mean, I've experienced a lot of things, and I saw my dad's shadow here.
But
I was at the Fox, the Fox sisters, the Fox sisters from Fairville or from Hydro. I've been on the property. I've been to paranormal investigations, and I've seen things. I got pictures, but I have no energy in this house. I have no energy. When I walk out, I'm fine, and I hate coming home. I hate coming back to this place.
Chris, you're breaking up.
It's so weird. I was gonna tell you. I was told to tell you this. Okay.
Yeah, Chris, you're breaking up. I can't even understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we can't hear you. You're breaking up so bad.
Yeah, I just need help.
Okay, no, it's just weird.
Yeah, I can't even understand her.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's better now.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
On my end, it's like really muffled.
We're here. Where do you stand usually when you do the show? And are you plugged into your charger?
Okay.
I'm plugged into my phone, but she sounds really muffled to me. Like, really muffled.
Yeah, I think whatever it is trying to keep him from sharing what he's trying to share.
I was told to tell you that you need whatever.
You need what?
Well, I sound like right by. No, I'm not. I'm using into.
Go back to where you said I was told to tell you.
Yeah.
My phone's like really screwing up. I can hear one, but I can't hear the other.
What I was told to say is that she needs crystals around her, and she needs to sit in a circle with the crystal.
I understand. I understood a crystal, a circle around me. She's breaking up.
Yeah, he said
that she needs to.
There you go. Christopher?
Yeah.
I just need help.
I was told to say that you need to have crystals all around you.
heard it that time.
Hello?
He said you need to have crystals all around you. Salt is helpful too, but protective ones and ones that project light. Tourmaline's a good one. Selenite. Some people say obsidian. Smoky quartz, as well as
can you send me that on Messenger? What I need to do, because I need help. It drives me crazy. And I know where I can go and get these things.
Yeah, and don't let it get you down, because you are like stronger than this entity. It wants you to think you're not, because it wants to keep feeding off you. But just remember, you do have the light within you. You are stronger than this thing, and you can get rid of it. It might take some time and doing things several times to get rid of it, but it is possible. But like I said, try to rewire your thoughts and your reactions, so on and so forth. Take that 10 seconds to breathe and rethink. And stones help. Sea salt, sage, Palo Santo, aka Holywood, is really good. Frankincense resin, like there's so many different things that you can use. And Google's a helpful tool as well, like how to get rid of negative energy. But I have you on Messenger, so I'll get a hold of you with different steps you could take to try to get rid of this thing. And you can also
I really need it.
No worries. And you can also look up Chris on Facebook at Chris Psychic Garcia.
Yeah, I've got him.
Do you have his phone number too?
I don't have his phone number. Maybe you can send it to me.
Okay. Or I could tell you, as well as our other listeners, Chris's phone number, if you ever need to get a hold of him, is 210-974.
Hang on.
Okay.
210-974.
3470.
34. All right. Now, where's he located? Because I'm in New York.
He's in Texas.
Texas. So same time zone or no?
You're an hour ahead.
Okay. I just thank you for talking to me, because I knew something was going on ever since I brought the board in my house and got rid of it.
No worries. And I'm sorry you're going through that. It is really hard.
It
but
is.
no, you're not alone, and that we are here for you, and there are ways to get rid of it.
Thank you. Thank you for contacting me. I appreciate it, and just keep in contact with me. Send me information that I can look up, because I can't deal with this. It's gotten really bad to the point where there's times where I don't even want to live, and I don't. That's not me. That's not me. Once I'm out of this house, I'm okay.
Right.
Something's here. Something's here. And I looked for my sage tonight, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it hides stuff from you. It doesn't want you to help yourself. It wants to feed on you.
Yep, absolutely, because I know where I put it. I know where it's been, and it's not there. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll keep every word that you guys said in my heart and be positive. But please let me keep in touch with you and send me about crystals, and just let me know.
Okay, sounds good, and we'll keep in touch.
Chris is back. We can hear you now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Whitney.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. But yeah, I gave her your Facebook, and I also gave your number out for her and anybody else that may need you in the future. That's so weird that was cutting out when you're trying to share with her what you felt she needed to do. But you're back, so that's good. I'm sorry that happened.
I know. No, it's okay. It's just I think the energy was trying to shut me up to not say anything, because I told her that she needed to sit in a circle with crystals around her.
Okay, so when you say circle, would she outline it with the crystals?
She can. I was told
or
that she
salt?
can do it. I was saying salt, but if she wants to be, just to have extra, to be on the safe side, I would say just use crystals just to be safe. That would be a little bit different, but I'm being told that even though the crystals would make a circle, she would be the center part of the circle, and I think that the crystals would reflect back on her to know, because they already know what she needs. It's almost like those crystals would amplify whatever's outside of that circle to not harm her or to get rid of whatever's around her too. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks that she's going through that. And somebody had asked earlier, Chris, do you use Ouija boards? And I'm like, I don't think he does, but let me ask. Do you use Ouija boards, or have you ever? And what was your experience with that?
No, I haven't used Ouija boards. I remember one time I was drawn to one, but I was like, I know this is not for me. I don't need this to seek answers. So I said, I'm not messing with it. It was just maybe something was trying to pull me in, but that was way before I was even on the radio. So I said, no, I'm not even going to mess with you. So I knew it was something negative that was trying to get me kind of curious about it. So I said, I know this is not of this is not God. This is not angelic. It's just, I knew it wasn't positive. I knew it was negative because he kept being very persistent to like trying to put thoughts in my head like, hey, you can talk to people through it, and I was like, no, I don't. So I just pushed it away, and then I was fine with it. So yeah.
Yeah, I used it once. Well, actually twice in one night. I got on there and I wanted to talk to my mom. At this point, I think I'm 18. Last time that I'd seen my mom was when I was, we have another number trying to call in, but I don't know if it'll work. But I was 5, almost 6 years old, and it was in a dream. And so I was like, I really want to talk to my mom. And so I get on there and I'm like, hey, can I talk to my mom? And it said no. And I was like, fine, F you, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go take a shower. So I went and took a shower, came back out, and this was during Hurricane Bonnie, and I was in South Carolina at the time. And it's on my rack, and so I'm like, well, let's see what happens this time. So I got on there, and I didn't even say anything yet, and it just started slowly moving, and then the speed kept increasing, and it said, all my siblings' names, and tell them I'm okay, I love them, everything's going to be okay, and it said that repeatedly to tell my dad and my siblings this. And then we were talking about different things like, where are you? And with you always, like, you can be omnipresent. She said she could fly, she could be where she wants, whenever she wants, and all kinds of different random things like that. And then I was so excited, I told my dad about it the next day, and he burst my bubble. He was like, well, that could have been some other spirit trying to make you think that that was your mom, and using your time that way. But I really do feel like the second time it was my mom. But the weird thing was, when I was on it by myself, a couple girls from my platoon came up and were trying to get my attention by saying my name, tapping me, nudging me, so on and so forth, and I didn't hear or feel any of it. So it did absorb me like that. But I didn't have, I was about to say I didn't have any ill effects, except for I did have sleep paralysis shortly after that. But otherwise, everything was fine.
Yeah, it's just that if you keep using it, you're, as long as you weren't calling for it, then I think you probably were talking to someone that was a love. But then if you would have kept wanting to talk to you, then it would have been something negative that was trying to manipulate you and making it a habit to where you just couldn't be without it. So, because sometimes some people say that sometimes if you're lucky, you talk to the person, someone that and then after that, once you get your answer, then it's going to keep wanting you to keep using it, and then then it would be like other things would come through. So I'm being told that some people get lucky and talk to maybe their loved ones, I guess because of the knowing that it has a weird frequency to it, but I wouldn't recommend using it for everything. So I'm just being told just to stay away from it, and just, if you're a person that knows how to close a door, then do it. But if you don't and you open it and you leave it open and you just leave it open, you never know what's going to come through. So I'm just would suggest not to be messing with something like that because it's not safe.
Yeah, I agree.
It's never safe.
And how genius of them to market it to children who get scared and run off and leave it open. But we do have Nikki on the line. Nikki, hey, how's life treating you?
I'm finally getting better. This is a good thing.
Yay!
Yes, definitely. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Nikki. I'm just hanging in there. You should have seen the first hour of the show, girl. It was just, the energy is different, but I don't want to tell you too much because I know you're sick, so I don't even want to tell you. I was told to tell you just to relax. Don't worry about anything. And you take care of yourself because it's just the energy earlier was very bad. And the energy is a little bit better, but it's still there. But I was just told to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want, to worry you or anything like that. So just take care of yourself and just take it easy.
Well, I will do that. I had a question for you. I had a spirit message, and this time it was in a movie. It wasn't via the spirit song messages that I typically receive. And I was told to watch a very, very specific section of this movie and that I would have an aha moment. Well, I had more than just an aha moment. Now I want to know, and I've got it all written down on my, because I've got my notebook out right now. And I told somebody about what it was, the specific information, and they thought that I might be protecting a specific being or set clans of beings. I'm not using my words right, I'm sorry. And what I want to know is, because this was so severe in its message, and I got a whole bunch of other messages from the message itself at the same time, which is always fun, trying to watch or listen to something and you're receiving spirit message on top of what you're already listening to. But what I want to know is, am I going to be these specific beings' mouthpiece and or in some way their protector? And if so, why the heck me? Why am I if that's the case, why am I being the one chosen for it?
Because I was told that you were the legal guardian. That's why.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was told. You were the guardian. And they chose you as the protector to protect them. And as you protect them, they protect you.
Yeah, and they have.
Yep. So.
Okay. You do know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know. And it's so
I figured.
weird because because there's just a lot of crazy energy, and it's just, there's been just too much stuff. Like earlier I was, it was just weird. I don't even want to discuss it, but yeah, it was just, but just Merry Christmas, and then.
Yeah, definitely.
But just take it easy and just relax, and I might be at the after party. I don't know because I'm kind of tired already. So if I am, I'll probably be in there for like a little bit. Yeah, because I'm just tired, and then I had a very strange long day. Tessa knows part of it, but we ain't gonna discuss that. But yeah, I had a very strange day, and it's just weird. But we'll talk more about that, not on the air, but we'll talk about it if I have enough energy. We'll talk about it if you're at the after party, and if not, then I'll talk to you privately through Messenger or something.
That's
like that.
fine. Or you could call me. You've got my number.
Well, I have a question, Nikki. Do you feel like you started getting drained in getting sick and all of these other things after that one particular night that you were in your mom's room and that thing slithered across the floor and I think attached to you?
Was it right after that? That's a good question, Tess. It's possible. Do I logically think that right now? No, but it is very possible. I had, of course, while Mom's been in that was during the time when Mom was in the hospital. Since Mom's been in rehab, and I've had to protect her in a couple of specific ways. I've had a couple of astral travelers again come and take a look-see, basically, is what they were doing. Really ticked me off, and I went into protective mode again, but not as strong as I did before, because I found out what that can do to me last time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's very possible.
And I'm wondering also if these things are connected, like this parasite is their pet, and they kind of sicked it on you, and then they come in afterwards and start penetrating your area because they got into that little chink.
Yep, they got into the armor. That's a very good possibility. I'm not going to rule it out. I do know that once I stopped doing the super high energy, I was taken again. What I call, I can't remember what words I can and cannot use on here. But
whatever you need.
I called this specific species those little bastards. Well, they're not little. They're tall. They're about 7-8 feet tall. And as soon as I did come down from using that high of a frequency, I was taken. And they couldn't take me with that high of energy, basically, is what I found out. And it was after that I had a number of spirits come to me in a dream, and I believe it's because of them that I was able to remove this parasite from my brain, which I gotta tell you, folks, when you talk spiritual warfare, and I mean you talk the hardcore stuff, I have always fought that kind of stuff. People have called me pretty good at it. This not only ticked me off, it scared me. Because I knew that spirits that try to act like demons and a number of other, lack of better word, entities can leave tracers and trackers on a person. That's how they track you. But to have spirits surround you and say, this is what you need to do, this is what we're going to do to help you, and to have a psychic pull a flipping, I'm going to try not to use the F word, a flipping parasite out of your skull, and it's in the psychic version of it. It's obviously not in the physical world, but it's in the psychic world of it. It can be some really weird, trippy, a mind F, if you will. It really did me, and it really freaked me out.
And you don't have to filter yourself on here. We're not on terrestrial stations, so feel free to express yourself however you need to.
I appreciate that.
Because that's energy draining as well. You're like, ugh, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah.
Robert just said Mother Ducker.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, they can, these spirits, these demons, and demons are rare, but they do like to glom on to really nasty spirits and use them for their playthings, in my personal opinion. So it's possible that the evil spirit that I fought off with the help of a friend, it's very possible that they left this. It's also very possible that in the astral sense that I received, after I was taken, I received this parasite in the psychic astral sense. But I don't know. It's crazy. You just got to be really careful. Do a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation. Start edging up. Edging up is not the right word, but getting your frequency raised. That's what? Gratitude, attitude of gratitude.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm actually so proud of myself. I didn't know in the nick of time. Oh my God, I made it through the night. Thank you, God. Woo-hoo! Thank you. Oh my God.
Right on.
I know, because you should have seen it, Nikki. If I would have told you what happened earlier, which I'm not going to talk about on the air, I called Tessa, and Tessa can give you, without saying so much. Tessa, was I in a very good place earlier?
No, I wanted to be able to, out of all the times in my life, be able to astral over there and hug you, but I was like, I'm giving you hugs right now, and I feel your pain, and oh God, it was so sad. Chris, you made me so sad.
This was because it was it was bad, and this was even way before the show. And we'll talk about it in the after party, because it was like I was in a very, I don't even know the words. And then when we started the show, we find out that this energy wasn't just affecting me, it was affecting Tessa, which we'll talk about that after the show. It affected my friend Junior and Christina. They felt it too. Wow. There was a lot of people on the air that actually felt it, except for one person who was very uplifting and reflected good energy back at us. And
I think she's what got us through.
Crazy because, yeah, she got us through, because it was just like thinking to myself. And I'm going to tell you something without saying so much. When I felt this energy, I just can tell you, it just thought like I was alone, with this energy. And then when my friend Junior called and my friend Christina called, then when Tessa clarified what she was going through, it just made me feel like, oh my God, this is not just me. It's not just affecting me. And me being the psychic, helping everybody else. You rarely hear me ever be like depressed or anything like that. Yeah. But today was not, it was a beginning, a good day earlier, but when it came, like after I say about 2:00, I wasn't Chris. I was just completely wanting to be different. I just didn't want to. I just put it. You know what? We'll just discuss that later.
Well, the word I heard just a moment ago when you were talking was a succubus. Incubus is. Wait a minute. Succubus is female. Incubus is male. Or did I reverse that?
No, that's right. And I was attacked by one of those the night that I left Arkansas. Incubus.
What I'm getting is a male.
Incubus.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an incubus.
But we'll talk more about it later, because I have stories to say about that shit. And then I was talking to my friend Junior and Christina, and we talked about something in Confident when I sent them the links. And my friend Donna, which is one of my mentors, I call her my sister. She's another sister of mine. I need to introduce her to Tessa, because her and Tessa would click very well. She sent me the links, and we were talking about a lot of our childhood memories. Mm-hmm. And it came out to where, I just got chills. When we were talking about this, I sent it to my friend Junior and then my friend Christina, and they were just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And I said, yeah. This has been going since the back of time. And when we talked about it, we kind of figured that whatever we were talking about, they heard what we were talking about, and there was a kind of like weird energy in the air. And I said to myself, damn, is it just me? And Tessa's like, no, I feel it too. And and then we'll just talk about that later because we got a few minutes left. But I got a story to tell you in the after party. So let's talk about
I can't wait.
Okay.
Well, and I just want to let everyone know that Chris, like when we first got in touch with each other, he contacted me, and then it was kind of like a back and forth for about a month, maybe two. And I was uncertain. I think it was something negative, telling me, different things. And I asked Dave, my boss at the time, how do I know if I should have him on the show or if he's good? And he's like, well, have him give you a reading, of course. And I'm like, duh, why didn't I think of that? And he did. And he was so right on, like the best reading I ever had. And then I had him on. And so it's been a every month, ever since project because Chris, you just blow me away every time. And I know you got haters out there and you got people trying to whittle you down. But just know that they will not overcome and you will persevere and it's all going to be okay in the end. But we are at the end of our time. So, Chris, can you tell our listeners where they can find you and how to contact you?
Well, if they want to contact me, they can reach me at Chris Psychic Garcia on Facebook, but you have to follow me because I'm already at maxed, so you have to follow me now. And then as far as contacting me, you can reach me on my own personal cell phone, 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. And for that caller that we had on Tessa's show, I just want to say, if you're still listening, thank you for calling and reminding us of who we were and that we were unconditional and that to reach for the stars and the sky's the limit. And I just want to say on behalf of every love y'all guys, and for Tessa, I just want to say I love you, sister. You're like my sister, and love you too, Nikki, and everybody else that is in my circle. I just want to say thank you all guys.
I love you, Chris, and I'm so glad that we did decide to persevere and do this show because I think it was good for us to help people because to be in service of our fellow man is the best way to help ourselves. So thank you so much again for being my guest, Chris, and for joining us tonight on Late Night in the Rockies. It was a pleasure having you once again.
Good night.
And thank you to all of our listeners on We Are Paradox Media's Facebook, Spreaker, Twitter, Periscope, iHeartRadio, and wherever else you may be listening beyond the Omniverse tonight. I had a wonderful time this evening, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night as we are joined by special guests, Mr. Andre Knight and Miss Oksana Lavich, and we're going to be talking about the myths and lore behind the Jedi. Don't forget, we're all in this together, and together we can make the world a little better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. And if you would like to join us on the Skype after party, look up myself on TessaTNT.Thomas30 or give us a jingle at 970-335-9596. Until next time, nighty-night, love and